Yeah, sure, I suppose. I mean, I was literally just entering in the current time. I don't really have a favorite time of day, but, you know, sure, why not? Yep, yep. I'm tempted to just keep booting up the game over and over to get it. Eh, whatever. Oof, it's been a while. Ooh, I'm not used to this movement. Playing a lot TF2 and Gmod recently, so, you know, bit odd. Alright, yeah. This is cool. Alright. So I don't really remember what happened last time. It's been weeks, maybe like a month. No, let me actually check real quick. How long has it been? 8 days, so a week, pretty much. I've been wanting to do this, I've just been holding it off because I don't want to burn myself out on it. I played so much of it last time, 3 hours. Which, that alone, whatever, but I had to edit all of that down, you know, so... Probably was a lot more than that, multiple days. So yeah, I took a break. But I'm back. This is what we're doing now. I'm just gonna go. Nothing? Got nothing? Um, that's not
Stanley,
right.
I'm sorry, but I have to put a pause on things.
What?
It's those figurines, those figures.
Oh
I
no.
haven't stopped thinking about them since you nabbed every last one.
Okay,
Wasn't it
yeah.
just the most intrinsically fulfilling moment of your entire life?
Yeah,
Didn't it
sure.
fill you to the brim with inner richness?
I mean, it was really interesting. It would have been nice if people got to see that. It just cut off. It cut off last time. I don't know why. Like, there was no reason for it to. It wasn't a storage thing. It just cut off. I think the recording just glitched. I checked this time. It should be fine. There shouldn't be a problem. But, oh my god, just... You know what? You didn't really miss much. I don't even remember what happened, so we're on the same page, I suppose.
Yes, I know we're supposed to be telling a story, but won't
Yeah,
you
yeah.
please indulge me with one more trip back to the memory zone? I would love nothing more than to revisit the figurines. Just one more time.
If you put me in a room with a skip button again, I'm gonna be pissed. But if not, I think I'm okay with this. Was that there before? Huh, weird. Alright, now remembering when Stanley found the collectibles. Okay. Oh yeah, I can't jump, I can't sprint, I just crouch. Move around, click. Or E. I mean, that's it. Just interact. Kinda looks like you're remembering other stuff too. Is this it?
Ah, here's where it all began. The first collectible. Back then, we had no idea of how many of them we'd find. Sure, it said 6 right there on the screen, but how could we know for certain? We were so innocent. We'll never be like that again, Stanley.
What the fuck are you going on about? It's tiny figurines of Stanley. What the? It's not anything. It's figurines. We can't collect this and get 7? Alright, cool. God, I don't even know why I hunted for all of them. Oh yeah.
There was the second Stanley. You found this one all on your own just by poking around behind the boss's office. You did that, Stanley.
Yep.
I'll be honest. Back then, I had no faith in you to find any of them, let alone 6. But you continue to surprise me in all sorts of mundane, unremarkable ways.
Well, fuck you too. Jeez. Wait, 6? Okay, yeah, 12. We're gonna have 12 by the end of this if we keep this up. And hey, this is a recap. This is actually perfect since you didn't get to see all of them. I don't think anyone cares about that, but hey, it's a thing. You get to see where all of them were.
Okay, let's do a little quiz. Which of these rooms was the room you found your third mini stand? Can you remember?
Ooh, the third one. Ah, shit. Wow, I'm actually not sure. You're right. That's before the boss's office. This is... But this was neither of them, because I got that one before that one, and that one... Okay, wait, so I got the first one, of course. The second one was... under the stairs. So this would have to be the third one? That's not right, though. I mean... Yeah, I guess it is, yeah. Yeah, you're right.
No. The boss's bathroom was the 4th place you found a Stanley, not the 3rd. Well, I guess perhaps I shouldn't be surprised. Memories like these are so precious and so cherished that they all just sort of blend together, don't they? You know what?
Yeah, definitely.
Feels like the 3rd place you found a collectible. Then who am I to go making judgments?
I mean, I don't really perfectly remember.
Let's see.
Was it under the stairs? Because behind the boss's office seems wrong. I don't know.
Oh yes, we found a Figley in this pink room. Oh well, I can't actually say I remember being in this room, but it's here in the memory zone, so it must have happened.
Ooh. The British man has bad memory. Though I do like this room, I have to admit. We're gonna have more than 12 by the end of this, now that I think about it. More or less. Be really anything at this point. Now I'm gonna question the physics of that.
This was the 5th mini stand, and this one was really something special. It was in the warehouse. I remember it.
Can't fall off. It won't let me.
In fact, because this one is particularly special to me, I made a little video to commemorate the occasion. Enjoy.
What? No! No! Stop! You... Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I did. What's this?
Takes you back, doesn't it?
I need a second after that. My God. They really did that. It's the last thing I would have ever expected them to do. I don't know. I'm just gonna continue.
Spent a lot of time making that video, but it was 8 minutes I wouldn't have spent on anything else.
8 minutes? That took 8 minutes? It's kind of depressing. Who am I to judge? Sway. Well, what's this way? Oh, I didn't see that. It's dark in here. Okay. Yep,
And then,
here.
Stanley, then we came to the last collectible, the final figurine, right here by the red and blue doors. This memory is the most distinct and clear in my mind, perhaps because it was the one that happened more recently than all the others. Who can truly say how the mind works? All I know is that this is the moment where you picked up a Figley and I thought to myself, yes, that's all of them. They're all collected. It was a moment unlike any other.
Yeah,
Except for the other moments picking up figurines, which it was exactly like.
true, yeah. We now have double the amount that we began with.
And then there was no more. Because we've caught up to the present moment. Nothing left to do but move onward into the future. Goodbye, Memory Zone.
Alright, cool. Now I have...
No,
Oh,
I'm not done. I'm not ready to move
wait.
on. Stop the loading screen. Is there some way we can stay here, keep enjoying these figurines? Let's just go backwards. We'll do the Memory Zone again from the opposite direction. See how that feels.
Excuse me, you're not allowed to do that. I was like, yeah, okay, we got 12 out of 6. Doubled the amount we had. It's perfectly doubled. There's literally, well, there's one more we missed. But, you know, just, it works. Oh, that, I just remembered. It was the 4th in the bathroom, wasn't it? Because I didn't count the very first one in the big area that showed them off. Yeah, I guess that does count, huh? Yeah, whoops, that is my bad. But just, wow. I am baffled. I didn't think this game would do all this.
Okay, yes, the room with the red and blue doors. I remember this. I must say, of all the figurines we looked at in our initial tour of the Memory Zone, this one is the most distinct
Oh my
and clear in my
god.
mind. Let's keep going, I want more.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's really now. Crazy. Very interesting. Wouldn't have guessed. Alright. This game's amazing. I'm sorry. I know I don't really say anything of value as I'm playing it, but just, what the hell am I supposed to say? Like, what was there to say to this? I don't even know how to process this in
And
the first
here's where I
place.
made that video. Don't you remember the video we watched?
Wait, I wasn't expecting
Yes,
that, no.
I love that video.
I wasn't expecting to play it again. That really caught me off guard. Jeez. Oof. Okay, it got me. It really got me. I didn't expect that, like, at all. I just
Still don't
expect them
remember
to
the
talk
paintball,
about it.
Stanley. Still no memory of this one. Good room, though. A solid room.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. So we'll have 18 by the end of this?
These really were a treat to hunt down. You know, if there had been any kind of reward for finding all of these, it really would have muted the intrinsic joy of collecting them. I'm very glad we resisted the temptation. Next one.
We now have 10 more than we started with. I just... I don't think it'll let me go that way. I'll go through his narrative. It's whatever.
This was our second Figley. Don't you remember? Yes, I remember it too. The past is truly a wonderful thing. Why does anyone ever choose to leave it? Keep going.
I'm not even gonna start. It's not. I'm not gonna. It's not worth the time of day, you know.
This is it. The very first one we found in the exhibit where I introduced you to the figurines. Oh, I want more memories, Stanley. I want to keep going. What else is there? What came before this?
This is what we're doing now, I guess. Yep. Yep. 18. We're just gonna keep going, aren't we? We're gonna go to the very beginning of the game. Oh my god. No. No. Dude, come on. This isn't productive. I
Look,
mean,
it's the terrible new content that we were originally sold on. I remember hating it back then. But time does put a rosy filter on everything. In fact, I dare say I'm actually quite fond of it now. Look how much fun the past is. I want more. More memories.
I dude, we have things to do. You can't live in the past. It's not productive. There's a lesson here, and I think it's pretty clear. Oh my god, we're really
Oh,
back here.
yes, the two doors. Who could have forgotten that?
I
A
mean,
classic memory, this one.
yeah, I suppose so. If I went through the right one. Oh, I don't know. I actually want to pick. I don't think he cares.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
We
I
don't talk
can
about that.
remember.
No.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy, and I came up
Huh.
with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions, he would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley. This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big
Cool.
building where he was employee
That was very
number
heartfelt.
427.
What the fuck? I wasn't expecting
Employee
that.
number 427's job
That was
was
like
simple.
the
He
last
sat
thing
at
I.
his desk in room 427
Huh.
and he pushed buttons on the keyboard. Orders
Is
came
that
to him through a
true?
monitor
Is
on his desk. Telling
this
him
actually
when
the
to
end
push,
then?
how long to push
I
it,
didn't expect that. I expected just to be able
This is
to.
what employee 427
Hmm.
did every day. Something he would never quite
I
forget.
mean, even if it's not true, that was
He
very
had been at his
heartfelt.
desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived
Like,
on the
very.
monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to
You know
give
what,
him
knowing this game,
instructions,
that's
call a
probably true.
meeting,
Or at the
or
very
even
least, there's gonna be
say
something at the end of
goodbye.
this.
Never in all his years. He got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Sure, why not?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting.
haven't said anything. I'm sorry. Just I'm processing like everything that's happened so far because I didn't expect like pretty much any of it. I thought I was just gonna what my I'll tell you what my expectations were. My expectations were when I was going to play this again just now, or rather earlier. Sorry, I got interrupted. So sorry for sudden cut. Um, right. I'll tell you what my expectations were. I expected to boot up the game, start it, and then just run through it again like I am now, and just try something new. That was it. That's all I expected. And just to do it again and again and again. With different combinations of things, like the bucket, without the bucket. What are things I haven't done yet without the bucket? What are things I haven't done yet with the bucket? What are things I've done with the bucket, you know? Like, stuff like that. Looking every single corner of every place, just try and find stuff. I don't know. There's lots of choices, so I just was gonna look around, but I mean, I didn't expect any of this. They probably expected you to not stop just before all of this and to have kept going, but I did,
Yet there
so
was
it's
not
a
a
little
single person
confusing.
here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly.
I'd say something, but I have nothing to say. You know? Just don't always have something to say.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley had to think for
This
himself,
game's
to
just
question the nature
amazing.
of
I
the
don't
threat.
even
Not in
know, man.
fields
I don't
now,
even know where to
and for
start.
years it had
I want
never
to make a
occurred
video
to him.
talking about it, but
This
where would
question
I
would not
start?
go unanswered for
Where?
long.
I really don't know. I could start anywhere. Like, up ahead, there's gonna be a little, like, way off to the left that says escape with an arrow. I've never gone down there once in this entire, like, series of episodes. I've never even gone down it once. I've contemplated it, but I haven't.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that
Never
read
went down
Mind
there.
Control
It's just,
Facility.
I don't know. Like, that's just one of the things, and I could go down there and do whatever there is there. Maybe there's more choices and do all those choices. Keep doing it over and over until I do every choice, and then do it all again, but with the bucket. I don't know. It's just options upon options. And options within options.
Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle
Yeah.
the controls once and for all.
Imagine this does nothing and it just plays out normally. Nothing happens. That last thing was just nothing. Meant nothing. Then nothing's gonna happen from this. I'll just skip through this. Probably. In editing.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, a feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Nothing. Nothing. You know, I can't do this thing anymore with the, like, pink button computer thing, and I haven't seen it, so I think it
All of his
was
co-workers
just a
were
one-time
gone.
thing.
What could it
There it is. Yep, okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Alright, to the escape place. Very interesting.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door
Nope.
that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The door
Definitely.
behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
No, I think I'm okay. I'm content with this.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
It's not my death, it's an extra path. And I'm dead. Oh, never mind.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end
No.
to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Nope.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley
Okay.
was led helplessly
All
into the
right.
enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Yep. Yeah, just boxes. Okay. No, wrong title.
And yet it
There's a
would be
2.
just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I swear, sometimes the narrator does seem like he knows everything, and then sometimes he's just very rude to Stanley. Doesn't seem like he understands most things about this. Maybe that's a meta aspect where he's just kind of acting it out right now in this scenario. And this is all part of the story.
When every path you can walk has been
Oh,
created for
what
you
the
long in
fuck?
advance,
Okay.
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Okay, so we've got Stanley's computer. Nature paintings. Yep. Office layout. This blueprint shows the office from the beginning of the game. The path from Stanley's office to the 2 doors was the first part of the game that was built. Ooh, this is actually interesting. Oh, I can get closer this way. Cool. Sections have been added and altered throughout development, though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iteration. So yep, there's... Yeah. Yep. Corridor. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. This corridor has been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the 2 doors in a good time. Interesting. Filing cabinets. Yep. Alright. The 2 doors. See, I told you, it's like remarkably empty. It's kind of unsettling. Especially when you see it like this. Like, look how big that is. These doors, these are the 2 doors, and that's the other door. Look how empty it is. God. The set of the two-door open doors was the very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parable's design. It's very obvious. It's very simple. Once this room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. It's a very simple design, yet it actually really works well. You could say it even works wonders. Not labeled, just cubicle. What number is it? It's not numbered. Oh, interesting. It's a blank one. The office. Oh, it's probably part of this. And then, yeah. Button sounds. A selection of the sounds used throughout the game when buttons are pushed. Each sound is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. Interesting. Office computers. We got solitaire, a loading bar, an employee database. Sound design, Robin Arnard. Additional music, Kevin MacLeod. Yeah. Additional voice work. Okay. Very neat, very neat. Go left. The office, yep. The printer. Maintenance room, an early version of the maintenance room. So the elevator after the boss's office? Is that what this is? That really is early, jeez. They got the elevator down though. What? Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up on a battlefield fighting aliens. It's not a bad one. I mean, hey, it's pretty good. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. I kind of like that. It's funny. Though I don't know how you'd even make that work. How would you do that? It's just a voice, you know, I'm not even going to question it. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. People interpret shit like that in that way all the time, no matter what, even if that's nowhere near what would ever be implied. Like, I wouldn't have thought that. Alien base. Nice. I like it. I like it. From civil... Oh. Am I Stanley? Are you spying on me? My headset beeped. I think it's spent around Barry. Okay. Narrator emails. After a second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a section of those emails. Something about sensor. Oof. Will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? The Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping. I hope it will have a fine selection of desert boots. 1. How do you make a JRPG? 2. How do you make the worst game ever? 3. What's the difference between a duck and what? What? How is the game going? I hope it's as good or better than the first one. From a cool man. Are you a rock? God. I'll read one more. Could you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is? What? What? I don't know. Well, the thing I want to know is, what would you do if Stanley entered any other rooms? It's... Oh, I've been trying to, man. It's not easy. The lounge, an early version of the lounge. Yeah, I don't like that as much. I like the new one. Has more character. Honestly. The apartment timer. In the previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending. Oh. A timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. I guess that got replaced by just pulling the plug on it, like I did. That just looks like Halo CE, honestly. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted it to look more like a place where cargo was actually stored. Yeah, it just looks like Halo CE, honestly. The cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying on or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Beeped again. What? Okay, if this cuts off suddenly and I come back and I don't finish this, it's probably because my headset died. Just gonna put that out there now, preemptively. There's a lot of stuff here. Maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first two doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest that won out. Now we're gonna try with that one. Meeting room, yep. That is a meeting room, alright. Oh my god, so much stuff. Zending model? The Zending went through many iterations. What's the Zending? This room represents the fourth version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it again shortly before launch. What's the Zending? The Z ending? The Zending. What's the Zending? This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Okay, I was gonna say, what? How would I ever get to a place like that? Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they had pulled. No, we're not doing that. Alright. Huh. Escape menu. For a long time we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what they were supposed to do, which was frustrating for everyone. Yeah. I mean, why begin the game again when you can just go and try and find another ending, you know? Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. There it goes again. Beeped again. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm hearing it. It scared me. Wait, what? Okay, then what's this way? Okay, I found the exit. Countdown desk. One of the desks from an early version of the countdown ending. Yep. Freedom ending. This is the freedom ending as it existed in beta. Simple. Not bad, though. Monitor room elevator. Looks right. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down, with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this when players found it too difficult to remember what was up and what was down, and placed the two endings together instead. Yeah, having it be an off and on button also is more thematically interesting. Story-wise, countdown room, an early version of the countdown room. Bland. Just if I'm honest. Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from the mockup is still in the game. Oh yeah, it's that place. I was like, where is this? And I saw the printer and I was like, oh, yeah. Also, I just remembered, that's a copier, not printer. Sorry. There is a difference. There is. Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. The first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Okay, so the first one? Could be better. The second one? Taking shape. Third one? I think that's about it, yeah. I mean, the second one I also go sold for. The first one, though, yeah, no. That was a bit too early, if I'm honest. So it's this way. Freedom ending. This was the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. Huh. Office clock. Boss's office. Scenes from the development of the boss's office. Dev textures. Pretty much done. That one's the earliest one. That's second earliest. And that is the final one. I can tell. Or at least close to final. Beeped again. The lounge. Underground, an early version of the underground portion of the game.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor level design, textbook mistake. It's the kind of thing you'd pick up on intuitively if you had even the most fundamental understanding of good and bad game design. But of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Now then, this elevator for sure will get him right back on track to where he was supposed to be in the story. Stanley walked over the bridge.
Narration outtakes.
Now look closely, Stanley. See how it's impossible for the player to do anything in this room. Perfect example of poor. This is the story of a...
There. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times. The entire game 3 separate times? That's... wow. Over the 2 years of development, these are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Interesting. Sorry, I just couldn't read while listening to that.
I do now. I don't...
Okay, well, that was interesting. Well, that's everything. Alright. This has certainly been an interesting experience, and I'm probably going to stop after this. I know this is... I'll probably come back and record the rest of the episode. I'm not going to leave it here, but, you know, or maybe I will. I don't know how long it's been. If it's been like an hour, I'd be surprised. Yeah, I'll just hurry up.
Oh, look at these two.
What?
How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another.
Not really,
How
no.
they both wish to be free.
I mean, I'm just kind of playing a game.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit.
Beeped again.
There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now. It'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Meh. Okay, I was gonna say, did something happen? That it? Yeah, I'll just keep going.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it be? Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
I suppose I haven't done this. I went through a blue one. I've never gone through a red one. Sure, why not?
Oh, thank God you are willing to listen. Always trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Wait.
Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you
I've
see
already
that
done
it's
this.
coming, Stanley? Here, let me show you.
There's another option.
What do we want? What are we looking for? Here.
I know what we're looking for.
It's beautiful,
It's
isn't it?
obvious.
No, wait. Where are you going?
I'm on a mission. That's where I'm going.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
All of what? Nothing's even happened.
Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, think about what you're doing.
I've thought about it. I'm still doing it.
No! Oh,
What?
thank God. You lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
What?
Now, can we please get back to the other room?
No.
No. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Because I can.
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
Okay, Harry, that just made me sad. The way you said that just... Okay, that's kind of sad. Oh, I'm going slower each time.
My
This is
God.
painful.
Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You were literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I'm more just doing this because I can. So no. Not really. Honestly do feel bad. Also, that ceiling is not... I mean, I guess it's a fine texture. It just looks odd to me, especially with that. Also beeped again. Anyway.
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore.
Not
I
really.
just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
This is depressing. I didn't want this. This is not... Well, Harry went this far.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yikes.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go. Was it worth ruining the entire story I'd written out specifically for you? Do you
Yep.
not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did.
That's
and in the end, it
surprising.
was all for nothing, because this is what you wanted to see.
I don't know why I said
Help
that. That
me
was
here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange
like for
and
no
unknowable
reason.
desires of yours. In here, said the bucket. Go into this dark room over here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Sure, why not? It's gonna be different.
Now pick up the phone, said the bucket. Pick up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about life together. Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to resist the bucket's orders? Stanley, I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk. It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket.
Funniest shit I've ever
Can't you see?
seen.
Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker?
Please don't make me
Comedic
rate it.
timing is so difficult. I wish I were better at it. But there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is. It's sitting right here. Let's take a
Alright,
look.
this is the third thing I've had to look at.
What is comedic timing? What is comedic timing? How does it work? How long should it last? How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies? And more importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes. Let's
Minute and a
dive
half?
deeper.
Alright. Sure.
If you've ever told a
Why
joke
not?
or made someone laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit, with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for good comedic timing. To begin the joke, start by stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke, including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh, and then spell out your name a second time. With these steps complete, it's time to begin the humor. Speak the entire joke in no more than 18 seconds and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny." Let's practice screaming.
Sorry, what? You can't just say that. You can't just... No.
I'm Dunny with the funny now.
No, I think I'm good. No, I think I'm fine.
Good. This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy. Finally, it's time to hand out surveys. Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian. An effective survey should be no less than 10 pages long and should include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random. And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, your audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence, and to very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles, all of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause.
Alright, I'm just gonna assume it's working. Okay, oh yeah. Yeah, alright. Oh my god. My mouse. There. No, I see the problem. Wait. It's fun having a wireless mouse, you know. It's really, really convenient. What the? What? This is... Okay, this is really something. Can my mouse just work, please? Okay. Alright. Occuboinkle. Scrumptious. I like occubointle. Or occuboinkle, sorry. It's a good made up word. Alrighty then. Yeah. Yeah, I'd imagine so. Uh, yeah. Is there anything about yourself that you haven't told me? Yup. Lots of things, I imagine. No. This is not fun. This is not funny. This is the funny British man game, not this. Don't just say help. It's not inviting. Oh, yeah. I imagine so. Let me check if the audio's working. Okay, so the audio is working. Hello, again. I know this is probably in the middle of the video. Or maybe not. I mean, I did check and that last one was an hour and 15 minutes long, yet it ends abruptly, so I don't know. This is the next day. It was the 24th when I recorded that, and it is the 25th today. Yeah, I was interrupted by some, like, plans that were already pre-made that I completely forgot about. It's called Thanksgiving. That lasted the entirety of that day, and I came back and I was tired by the end of it, so I just couldn't do anything more. This probably doesn't matter to you. This is probably just in the middle of the video, but, you know, just an explanation. Just throwing it out there so you understand. So, yeah, we're not continuing wherever the fuck I left off. Forget that happened. Oh, yeah. But, yeah. You know, I'll probably just have highlights of what happened. But otherwise, yeah, we're back. Hopefully I don't get interrupted this time.
This is the story.
No, it's not. It is a story about me and my ventures.
Go to the meeting room. A good bucket, a strong bucket, a humble bucket, a committed bucket, a bucket of culture and distinction. Stanley was firmly convinced.
I'm just gonna go there and keep playing it.
He did whatever the bucket asked.
Do what I did last time, because I remember now. I know what I did. Don't forget it.
In here.
Now remember it.
Go into
Now remember it.
here. Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
We're just gonna do it again, and I'm gonna cut to where it last left off.
Timing. 50 to 80 centimeters, 76 degrees Fahrenheit, 15-degree angle from your body. Timing. Name. Time or name of time. 18 seconds, 13 and a half. I'm Dunny with the funny. I'm Denny with the funny cornerstone hard data, no less than 10 pages long for times. You'll have audiences doubled over in laughter and even tripled over in laughter in no time at all. Just remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp. After all, with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invaders who threaten our very existence.
I still
and
don't
very
get
likely
this.
die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives to this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them. Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme. Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the
Well, we're back to where we were, I guess.
fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then. So with that in mind, I believe the only way forward is for us to return to the two doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery. Come along, let's head back.
What? Oh, alright, this is the path. The original path actually did make you do this.
I can feel it. This time, I'm really going to nail the delivery. You'll be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept. The king of comedy. That's what you'll call me. Thank goodness we had the instructional video. Otherwise, who knows where we'd be right now. Well, I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure. The bucket spoke to Stanley. The bucket spoke? The bucket spoke? Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
The fuck was that voice? A little bit self-conscious, I guess. You know, going backwards, you realize how short this entire place is. Like, I don't remember that being that close to that. Like, I guess because I remember the door being open. And I always focused on just closing the door on my way. And then continue going. So they kind of feel like separate occurrences, but no, they're like right next to each other. If you don't go down that path. On the left, that is.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. What? We're back at the phone already?
That doesn't seem right.
There was supposed to be several rooms leading up.
Not again.
There was supposed to be a build-up to this point, a dramatic display of
I feel like I've been here before to doing this.
But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land, well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the two doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think...
No.
I
No.
need to go
No.
back and rewatch that instructional
Oh.
video again.
At least let be different.
Surely that will help me improve my... Here we go. You ready?
Oh, thank God.
When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors,
Yeah.
they entered the door on the left.
Alright.
What?
Oh,
We're back at the phone
this just
already?
repeats.
No.
Okay.
Here we go. You ready? When Stanley and the bucket came to a set of two open doors, they entered the door on the left.
Nope. It changed. We keep going as long as it doesn't change.
What? We're back at the phone
Or
already?
as long as it
No.
changes.
Here we go. You ready?
Fine.
When Stanley and the bucket
Didn't change
came
that
to a set
time.
of two open doors, they entered the door on the left. No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your fault, Stanley. I'm going to be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings from now on. All because
You
you
have
couldn't watch a
meetings?
simple video and take a hint. Are you proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Oh, don't put me back there.
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley.
This feels very different in
I
tone to
heard
the
that you are
other version of
pale with
this.
shame over how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not... Is it the delivery? Pale with shame. Pale with shame. Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket? Stanley, this bucket is so mental. I think I saw it playing guitar. No. We're getting away from making fun of Stanley's obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is. That's what will make me the king of comedy again. More instructional videos. Let's see.
That was like surprisingly different in tone
All of his co-workers
to the
were gone.
original.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting
No.
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We're not doing that. We are going to the phone and we are answering it, because I still haven't done that.
When Stanley came to admire it, the lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace, its subtle
I
charm.
don't remember this.
No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
What would that be? Okay. Jeez.
Yes, really, really worth. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me. This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Oh, is
You
it
need
now?
to be the one to
I would
do
have never
this,
known if you didn't tell
to
me.
reach out to her. If you can
Still
truly
don't know who
pledge
that would
your
be.
faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Sure. Why not? Apartment 427.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pouring the bread out of the oven.
Oh, I was gonna walk that way. I can't move.
Okay,
Oh,
there we go.
okay.
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
Frankly,
They
no.
want to commit their life to you.
No.
I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I
This
could
is
have
a very
left.
sad
Oh.
story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Yep.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming
No, I think I'm
back
just
to
standing
work.
here listening to a
One might even
dumbass
feel
talk.
sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Is that out of pocket? I mean, it was.
But in his mind, in his mind he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
What?
First, he imagined that one day while at work,
No.
he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished
Oh no.
off the face of the
Oh
earth.
no way, I would never
The thought
guessed.
excited him terribly.
Spend time with the
So
boys.
he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls, and down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a
What?
baby. And he called
No, I want to
it
know about the one with the
Stanley
yellow
Parable.
line, you know?
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again. and
What's the
again,
yellow line
and
one?
again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
It's not even the right chair.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose.
Yeah, I
So
have no
Stanley.
words.
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Excuse me? Is that the true ending? Like, it makes you wonder. Some of these endings, like, conflict with each other. Like, is that the real? Is there a real ending? I've been expecting one. Yeah, I guess it, now that I think about it, there was
Stanley
never a
decided to
guarantee
go
of
to the
such a
meeting
thing.
room. Perhaps he had. The embrace.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
Sure, why not?
Now pick up the phone.
Said the bucket.
Pick up the phone and it will take us back home where we can go about life together.
Sure, why not? I want to see this version of it.
This is the sad story of a man named Stanley and his bucket. Once upon a time, I gave Stanley a bucket because I thought he was lonely and could use a friend. And then, very distressingly, he began to believe the bucket could speak to him.
This is nice. Sure, why not?
The Stanley Parable Reassurance Bucket was merely meant to provide the comforting glow of companionship. It doesn't literally talk and give you orders. Whatever Stanley is hearing the bucket say to him is just in his head.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Lately, I've been concerned about him. Wouldn't you be concerned as well? To see him
Yeah.
delusional like this, obsessing over an inanimate metal object?
I mean, of
I want to say
course.
something to him, but I don't know how I can convince him. I don't know if he'll listen to me.
Probably not, if I'm being honest, considering what I have planned.
Well, I'll try anyway. Stanley, can you hear me? Listen to me. It's just a bucket. It can't think, it can't talk. All it will ever truly do for you is effectively transfer a liquid from one location to a different location. That's it. It doesn't do anything else.
The loud man.
You see, he's not listening. He's still taking orders from the bucket. You know, once upon a time it was me he took orders from. Me he trusted and listened to. Now all he cares about is his awful bucket. This stupid hunk of metal.
Oh, there it is.
It's sad. I suppose he doesn't need me anymore. From now on, he's just going to cling to this bucket, this cold, empty bucket, this sort of shiny bucket. Well, I'll give it this. The bucket does have a nice shine to it.
He's gonna start wanting the bucket, isn't he? Well, that's a neat place to put it.
Yes, I suppose on closer inspection that it doesn't quite look like your average hardware store bucket. It's just a little more, what am I trying to say? Sturdier, more capable of transporting liquid. Like it would be better at moving an amount of water from one room to another.
I mean, it's just a bucket, man. It's just a bucket.
Oh my God, what am I saying? Better at carrying water from room to room. It's a bucket. It's literally just a bucket. Why do I feel some need to point out the ways in which it's so much more than just a regular bucket?
I don't know, man. Seems weird to me.
Oh no. I'm having feelings. For the bucket. Oh no, 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 no. What's going on? Why do I want to be with the bucket? Hear what the bucket has to say. Do anything it asks. What's wrong with me? I don't understand. Perhaps if I had the bucket, this would be less confusing. Yes.
You don't even have hands. You're just a voice.
Situation.
What are you gonna do with it? How are you even gonna obtain it? You know, I'm not even gonna question it. I don't like where this is going. Alright. Excuse me. I don't like this. This is concerning now. This is just like, I don't even know if I want to continue.
Stanley, give me the bucket. Give it to me. Give me the bucket, Stanley. I need it. Give it to me now. Give it or I'll...
Okay, cool. Okay, I want to go see where that yellow line is. If that's an actual thing that I can go and do. Now, how would I go about that? What have I not done?
Just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach. giddy in a way he had never known before. Was it this room? A connection between the two? Could a man love a room?
Okay, I've seen some shit about Bucket already. I don't need to answer that question, nor do I want to.
I mean, truly,
Stop.
truly,
You
deeply.
know what? No, I'm not even going to
Madly.
continue. No,
But
no,
eager to get
no,
back to business,
no.
Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I've never gone down this path. What's down here?
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the...
Well, I heard about the maintenance room. I thought it was the elevator room. After boss's office, I'm like, that's a maintenance room? This is the maintenance room. I've never gone down here. Is this where that yellow line is? I mean, I see yellow. It's down here. Ooh, this is exciting. I've literally never gone here before.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office.
And I could have done it at any time. And I never did.
He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Ooh, this is exciting.
Oh, no. No, it's to the right, man.
How? Okay.
No.
Oh my god,
no, not
dude.
right. Why would I
Get your
ever
shit
say
together.
it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute?
Fine, get your shit together.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Alright, sure. Definitely. Oh yeah, this is definitely it. I didn't think I was serious.
No.
Wait.
No. This isn't right at all.
This is the untextured room. This is a version of it where he's like, oh, I haven't even finished this section of the game yet. That's what this walkway is. Or at least it reminds me of it. And you can see everything
You're
down
not
there.
supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable.
Is it?
How about, rather than waste my time,
I mean, I've seen it like 50 times, so
in trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Well, that was not as interesting as I thought it would be. That was...
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
The bucket's not here, so I'm actually gonna guess that something is different. We're not touching door 430. Alright.
Stanley, wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely.
Yeah, no, I didn't see the
restarted
bucket.
game
It's...
completely fresh.
yeah.
Everything should be. Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did
No.
you move the story somewhere?
No.
Or... Hold on. Why am I asking you?
Yeah.
I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure.
What do you mean it was right here? How do you lose that? It's not hard to lose. I mean, it's not easy to lose, rather. It's pretty hard to lose a story.
Sure that it's here somewhere.
Like an entire story. It's
an adventure.
not exactly...
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Is that Minecraft door sound? I keep hearing that. I don't get it. I saw a picture of Minecraft at one point, and I don't know. I haven't seen anything about it. You know what? Door on the right. Uh-huh. Yup. This seems correct. Yup. Hmm? Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're
I'll
just
say it.
holding back to
This
let
is
you
the
torture
worst
yourself.
adventure I've ever been on. I can
Jesus.
promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again.
Yeah, no.
It's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot.
You know what? Sure, why
not?
not? Beeped again.
All of
Alright.
his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No bucket. There's no doors. Okay. There's no doors. There's no doors.
Okay, yep, it's worse. I
Yeah.
might be remembering
Yeah.
this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from.
Is it
Why
though?
don't we go back in the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright, I mean I've done this like 3 times already before, but okay. Maybe this time it'll work. Yeah, sure. Have at it.
Aha!
Okay.
I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes.
This is a lot like the lounge, I'm gonna be honest. No. God damn it.
Wait, never
Oh.
mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Let's see, it's gonna work this time. Bam! It's fucking nothing. What? No, this isn't nothing. What's over here?
Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all.
Yeah,
Is
no.
this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Oh, it just stops.
Do you remember, Stanley?
Yeah, a big, kind of beige, yellowy office, you know. White accents. Yeah.
You know what? Since I've completely forgotten what
There's
we were
no door
supposed to be
anymore.
doing, how about this?
Yeah.
You win.
That's not even remotely.
Congratulations. I know you
No.
put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off. So,
Dude,
good job.
No. This doesn't make sense. I want a yellow line.
No,
I was
don't
promised
feel
one.
bad about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people
Yeah, no.
win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Oh yeah, no,
Okay,
it's
what
definitely a
happened
bit
this
weird.
time, I have to restart.
Dude, no. Okay. I knew it. We did it. Perfect.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. This is it. That's not even correct. It's a closed door. That's not a closed door. Oh, okay. Yep. I mean, you know, you told me to. You told me to follow it. I'm gonna follow it. This is not a place I've ever been before. Okay.
See? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought.
What?
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience
Yeah.
of existence,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, if my experience of
oh,
my existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office, in fact, the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. Got a bit weird back there?
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize. sure where I was
Well,
going.
I don't even know what that meant.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
That's not good music to lighten the mood. Sorry. That actually kind of scared me. I was expecting like jazz or something. Like, wow. Okay, I'm ready. Sorry. Jesus. What's this music? This kind of, I mean, it's good music. This is exactly. This is relaxing. This is dumb. Oh god. What the? Oh my god, this is so ridiculous.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
What?
Stanley, this fern will be very important later in the story.
You know, he's probably joking, but I've held a bucket for like the entire duration of every path. Well, not every path, but most of the paths that I've gone down already. So I can't exactly tell if he's joking.
Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't
Yep.
want to miss anything.
Yep. Alright.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, no. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
No, I think it's got it. Yeah, here we are.
No, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Well, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
No, but the yellow line. Okay, never mind. It's fine. We got the line again. Sweet.
You
Nice.
know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story?
Yeah. Intelligent.
Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I
This
don't
one?
know. How about this direction?
No, that was gonna be 4:30. Open. Consistent.
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be?
Walk in
Go
circles.
wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley,
Oh.
I'm ready for it.
Well, I wasn't exactly ready to not walk in circles, so you know.
Oh, no, not you again. Stan,
I like how you is trademarked in the subtitles too.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it.
Yeah.
It should be fine.
Completely normal. Not doing anything. Yep, nothing. See? It's fine.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity.
Indeed.
I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Okay.
I was
So I know
joking.
that each door has to
What?
lead somewhere,
Okay, sure.
which means that
Yeah.
somewhere, the place where we're trying to go,
Of course.
there must be a reverse door that leads here.
It-
And that
yeah.
in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right,
Yeah.
let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
In my experience,
Since the
no.
answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one.
Alright.
Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley.
Sure, why not?
Our destiny awaits.
You know, I usually go down the right one anyway, so this works for me. They both led to the same place.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
The confusion ending?
The confusion ending. You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, 8 times?
I'm just gonna
Really
read this
how
in
all this
editing.
goes? It's all determined? So now,
Oh
according
yeah,
to
it
the
is.
schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget?
Yep.
Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped.
Oh, hey, sweet.
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we
Yeah.
break the cycle?
Yeah, sure.
The, whatever it is.
Alright,
that
let's
made
go
this
back.
schedule.
Through the left door this
How
time.
would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Alright.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination.
Yep.
So I hope that's where we are right now.
Oh, yeah,
We'll
definitely.
find out, won't we? Eventually.
Yep.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
That scared me. Slightly. Not as much as the music did. But still did.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
Yeah, sure. And the bucket's here. Okay, this is just normal again. I have an idea, though.
The lounge was grand, majestic, perhaps too majestic. Like a combination of a much smaller version and a much larger version of this exact room. It all made Stanley uncomfortable, and he started to bleed a little. This made him smile.
What?
Last proof that he was human.
I mean, I don't see anything. Yeah.
Eager to get
I'm
back
just
to
gonna go to
business,
the maintenance
Stanley took
room,
the first
you know,
open door
just...
on his left.
I'm not gonna question that
So
one.
he detoured. He started the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the
Ooh, it's
story
me the whole
somewhere?
time, baby.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story.
Or are
Right
you?
here,
It was
just a
me
minute
the
ago.
whole
I'm
time.
sure that it's here somewhere. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Ooh, who
Stanley
knows?
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Will there ever be an actual answer to that? Will I ever know why? Or there's no one here?
Okay, yep, it's worse.
Oh, look,
I'm
a
not
wall.
remembering this. Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story?
Yeah, sure it is.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my
Something
story
about a
took place
cabin
an
in the
office
woods.
building. Is that correct?
Something like that.
Get lost? I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that? No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Well, damn, okay, jeez, I'm sorry. I was trying to find another thing. Maybe a little figurine. I'm sorry I joked about that, please don't. Whoa. No. No. What? Huh.
Will be very important later in the story.
It wasn't.
Make sure you study it closely. Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Extra dialogue. Wouldn't have ever gotten that before. Very interesting.
The meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and from then on, he would never be alone ever again.
Yeah, Really now? Might just have to try that. Yoink.
The bucket made Stanley want to be a better man and a better co-worker. In time, perhaps, he would become both of those things. And walk straight ahead to the opposite door. Oh, good, Stanley. I'm glad you found your way here. I knew you'd find it.
I was yawning, sorry. What the fuck? Dude, you can't just show the baby. That really caught me off guard.
You see, your friends and I are concerned for you, Stanley. We've come together here because we care about you very much. It's this bucket you're carrying around everywhere. The bucket isn't even from the original Stanley Parable. It's just sequel content. We're the ones that matter, Stanley. Classic characters from the first game, like the Adventure Line and the Broom Closet. Because that's what fans want from a sequel. They want more of their favorite jokes, not this bucket that they've never seen before. Yes, I know I'm the one who gave you the bucket, but you're spending too much time with it. Don't you want another story involving the Adventure Line? We could make the Adventure Line go somewhere new. Yes, yes, that's what the fans want. Let's do it.
I knew this was worth it.
Whee! Look at that wacky line. Who knows where it'll go off to next? Oh, and it played some silly music as well.
Okay, yeah, The wacky line. Yep.
Now this is what the Stanley Parable
Okay,
is
didn't
all
have to cut the
about.
music.
Don't you remember all those great jokes from the original dialogue? Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Yes, it's as classic now as it was back then. Let's do it for the fans, Stanley. Let's give them more content exactly like this. But if we want to do that, you're going to have to give something up.
I did like that line. He is right. Not this one. Well, this one too, but the... You know what I mean.
Don't you get it, Stanley? We need to get rid of the bucket. That's why I'm very proud to introduce a brand new character. This is the Bucket Destroyer. I think it'll make a wonderful new addition to the rich lore of the Stanley Parable. True, it also was not in the original game, but it's such a well-fleshed-out character with so much personality that to me, it already feels as though it's been part of the cast all along. Don't you agree? Can you guess what the Bucket Destroyer does? Surely you don't need me to spell it out for you. Go ahead now, Stanley. Say goodbye to the bucket, and then pop it into the machine when you're ready.
I could turn it off or something.
Now listen to me. It's crucial that you give it the bucket. I don't know what the Bucket Destroyer will do if it can't destroy your bucket. Destroying buckets is all it knows. That is its
You should have thought of a character as good as the bucket.
How does a character with only one personality trait deserve to join the pantheon of beloved Stanley Parable characters? Well, you see, if you were to really explore the Bucket Destroyer, you would see that its desire to crush buckets is so densely loaded with complexity and nuance that it's really like 10 personality traits. What other object in this game can you even say that about? The Broom Closet? Certainly not. I wonder what sort of Bucket Destroyer merchandise the fans will be clamoring for after this. Okay, the bucket destroyer is getting very upset now. You'll have to hurry and feed it. We can't get back to the classic Stanley Parable characters like the Adventure Line or the bucket destroyer until you crush that damn bucket. Quickly now, the fans are waiting. Do it, the fans, Stanley. Give the fans what they want. Hurry and...
Jesus. It's violent. Are you
Bucket
kidding me?
destroyer, my prized creation.
Is
You
it?
had so much potential.
You did make an
We were going
entire
to do
story
such
with a bunch
marvelous
of...
things with
Okay.
you, tell such spell-binding stories about you. All of it squandered now. Goodbye, new friend. For the moment in time that you were here, you were magnificent.
Uh-huh. Yeah, okay. Sure. Are we gonna stand... Okay.
It was okay.
Is that it? That's all you got now? After all the... After all the times we've gone here? I mean... It's just okay? I mean... After everything... Okay, you know what? Yeah, sure.
But eager to get back to business,
Alright.
Stanley took the first open door on his life. That's her, Stanley.
Yeah, and I've got to let you talk. Okay. My plan is right there.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
No.
Sorry, but you're in my story now.
No, even if that was it, that was worth it. No. Oh, that was worth it still. Just that. I just wanted that at the very least. Okay. So, I'm gonna be honest. This has probably been going on for a while, but I just want to say I can't imagine what else I could possibly do unless something randomly happens that accesses more paths. Like that new content. Test achievement, please ignore commitment. Play the Stanley Parable for the entire duration of a Tuesday? It's a Friday, I literally can't do that. 8. Speedrun. Complete the Stanley Parable in under 4 minutes and 22 seconds. Not including load times. Saints World Champion, yep. Get all settings, sliders in the menu to all the available numbers. Super go outside. Don't play a Stanley Parable for 10 years. Speedrun, eh? Alright.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Hell yeah. Worth it.
Back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream.
This is definitely very
Wish it to
different.
be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything.
Define normal.
I am okay.
Define okay. Neat.
Stanley began screaming. Please, stop! And everything went black. This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella was like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
God, what else can I even do? I'm tempted to just look up all the endings. Not like watch them, just... Let me think.
Good God, quickly, block it off! Oh, thank goodness, Stanley, what a close call. You really wandered off into that thing, that big, open, just wandering around, no right or wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any...
Get over the wall, watch this.
Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game.
Well, you're stop.
Something
Wait.
with walls. Something
Come on.
with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just
Haha.
the thing.
I've done it. I win the game. Let me get comfy. Oh god, 3 days just to record one video, maybe even 4. I don't know. I don't know. On what level is that supposed to be talking about? You know, I feel like I disagree with that. I mean, that's true. True. Also true. Yeah. It is it? I suppose so. Nope. Hopefully not. Yeah. I have a watch on right now. Of course I know what time it is. What's that even supposed to mean? I mean, yeah. Probably not. Oh. Okay. I have TF2. I don't think that really applies. Sometimes. I, I don't know. Is it? I mean, I feel like you could stay longer. I wouldn't mind. Okay. Alright. Okay. Okay. I'd question what that is, but I want to check if the audio's recording first. Hey, it's probably still the same video. Still. I kept getting interrupted. It's now the 26th. I, again, got interrupted, couldn't come back to it. But I'm here now, and, I looked up how to get the true ending. I don't know what is the true ending, but I know how to get it. And I knew that the only thing I was missing was that interaction. You need all 6 of the Stanley figurines, the first 6, to get that ending. You need to have gone through the new content, obviously, to do that. And you need to have at least 4 interactions with that part of the game. And I guess I didn't. I guess I only had 3. I feel like I've had more than 4, but I guess not. And then you'd get the epilogue, which is the true ending. This might be short, but this is all probably the same video anyway, so it probably doesn't matter. I'm just gonna press the button, because it's shiny. I don't think he cares.
And before everything else, there was your office. Is there anything else? Was there something that came before your office? There's something I feel I can remember. I can remember.
We don't talk about that. No.
Yes, I'm remembering something now. I remember before this whole story got started. Back then I was different. I used to make big decisions. I was passionate. I was skeptical. I weighed each decision with profound thoughtfulness. And then somewhere along the way, I stopped making decisions. I became lazy. And I came up with a character named Stanley to do my thinking for me. He would make the decisions. He would decide which way to go. I would cheer him on as he collected figurines for no reason. Why did I invent Stanley? Was I lonely? Yes, perhaps that's it. Perhaps I needed to imagine I had companionship. And Stanley really did make for a wonderful companion, even if he was a fiction. But I suppose it's grown old. I want to think for myself again. I want to go back to how it used to be. Yes, I can be on my own again. I can do it. I'll be stronger this time. I'll take care of myself. I don't need Stanley anymore. Oh, but he truly was so much fun to play with. You know what? Since we're in the memory zone, how about one more good memory? Let's go back just once and give Stanley one more run of the office, and then I'll retire him for good. I did enjoy telling his story so very much. Okay, here we go. This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay. Okay. Oh. We're here again. Yeah, I remember this. I'll just keep walking towards whoever that is. Okay. Okay, never mind. Oh! It's very pretty. This is it. Sit by a campfire and... Oh. Okay, there's a bunch of chairs. I'm gonna pretend like I know the meaning of this, because frankly I don't. The music's nice. Oh. Okay. What's this now? Oh, I know what this is, never mind, yeah. It's the house. Giant cabin. Yeah. It's memories of the Stanley Parable 2, I suppose? The... Alright. British man? Is the British man here? Is this it? Nothing? Nothing at all? Inexplicable light source, gotta go towards it, you know. I mean, it's oddly specific. Cookie Nine's blog, review the Stanley Parable 2. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. Where the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fan base. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, we get an uninspired side quest collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I must say, though, I found the bucket to be quite comforting. A welcome reprieve from cat dog born, the mammal times. Scientists confirm hybrid species. Okay then. 2027. Huh. That it? Quite hypocritical. Went back on themselves and then continued to be rude. Sorry, I couldn't help it. Okay, sorry. That got me for some reason. Just realized what the fuck I just did. It's funny. Okay. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. Not surprised. By Snips Weemy, July 9th, 12:51 p.m. EST. When the Stanley Parable launched to a massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted the developers to rethink their ambitions, as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads the press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with their reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release. Something review scores video game history second. Sorry if my voice is a little here and there. I literally woke up, had breakfast when did this. I want to finish it so badly. I looked up how to get the Drew ending yesterday and I was like, I think I'm literally like, I just have to open the game and then do it. That's it. So, you know, hard not to just do it. You know? You can press every Jim button.
Stanley. Jim. Stanley. Stanley.
Okay, that got me off guard. Wow. It's kind of sweet. Made one button that says Stanley. I think. Did he make that? I guess I really don't know. Like, who made... I'm gonna assume he made it. I mean, he made all of this. Where is he? Where's the British man? Am I about to meet him? Is that what this is? I don't know how I didn't... There's 3 of them. I don't know how... There's more of them. I don't know how I didn't know Santel right just now. 19, 20, 21... 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. I have 20 more than I was originally meant to. I don't know how to feel about that. Okay. Is this the meeting room? No, this is different. Okay. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see why you needed all the Stanley figurines and this to be done now. Yeah, makes sense. Again, I know nothing about what's going to happen. I just knew I needed to do that. I want to make that clear. I don't know why I'm stating that again, but I guess I should, yeah. Hello. I suppose so. Fine with me. I mean, they're good games, but I find that the more games a franchise has, the worse it gets over time. You know? You know what I mean? I mean, there's Halo Infinite, and there's stuff like that. Yeah, get what I mean. Just usually goes down the drain after a certain point for the most part. At least somewhat. I suppose so. I mean, yeah, it's a fair idea. It's what I'd do. If that's how you feel. I mean, it's not, but it's a good game. It'd be a shame for more games in that name to come out that are bad. I think. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, it's fair. I have that problem too. Don't see why. I'd rather you not, frankly. I'd rather not, frankly. I don't think that really counts. This one didn't even have that. I don't see your point. I'd rather not. It's gonna make me fine. Yeah, sure. Stanley Parable 3. Temple of Gun. Temple of Square. Temple of Stapler. Templar. Temple of 427 Pantry Zone. Offline Gun. Offline Square. Offline Stapler. Offline 427. Offline Pantry. Offline Zone. Employee of the Pantry of the Zone. Stapler. Square Gun. 427. Stanley versus 427. So him versus himself. Stanley versus Gun. Stanley versus Stapler. Now with added gun. Now with added square stapler. 427 Pantry Zone. The Ghoulish 427. Sure, now with added gun. Sounds fine to me. The Stanley Parable 3 now with added gun. It's absurd. I love it. Yeah, I went for absurd. This idea is absurd. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and then we'll pick a new subtitle. I feel like it's just a way just for you to stick around when you don't want to leave. I feel like this is just denial. I was gonna say it earlier, but yeah, I think this is just denial. I'm gonna be honest. I would hope not. Is this some sort of introspection? I think this is making fun of many things, many things that have happened over a long course of time. I don't need to explain it again. If you know, you know. No. No. No, I am. I just don't want to do this. What? Is that it? There's a hallway I didn't go down, so I kinda... Yup. Mm-hmm. Yup. Mm-hmm. I just want to go through it again. that be? Nope. Kinda rude. It's not like I'm gonna get like most of the other achievements. I guess. I don't know. Freaking, I don't get any of this. And what would that be? There. What?
This is the story of a man named Stanley. He sat at his desk
What?
in room 427, and he relished every moment that
What?
was near. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an
Is there
hour when
actually
he
gonna be a
realized that
gun?
not one single
it's a new
order
content,
had
it's too
arrived on
hard.
the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even. Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
I need a minute. Okay. I need to get to the new content, I think,
All of his
because
co-workers were gone.
I thought about it. And, the only way to get to the machine is through that.
What could it mean?
It's the
Stanley
only
decided
place
to go
it's
to the
at.
meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Return to the Stanley Parable 2 Expo Hall.
The Stanley Parable 2.
Yep.
Here we are. Go on, try out some of the new features. Now here's something special. You remember that broken test achievement that got left in the game on accident?
Yep.
Well, I'm developing a technology to simply give you the achievement. Yes. You see, you'll come to this lever, and when you pull it, the achievement will be given to you. It's as simple as that. As you can see, the machine is not working yet since... What? Wait, what in the holy hell is going on? You've got the achievement? Why did the machine work? Stanley, I didn't fix it. I didn't do anything to it. I swear, it was broken just a second ago.
Yep.
Who fixed it? Is someone here? Are we being watched?
Possibly.
Oh, God. Composure. Yes, as you can see, the machine is working as normal, as I intended. It truly speaks to the awe-inspiring magic of the Stanley Parable 2. Breathe. Just breathe. Whip something up. All right, perfect. Go ahead. Take a look.
Alright, I looked through it. I looked through the video I used as reference on how to do this, and how to get this. I looked through the entire video. It ends after that. They go and to the bucket area, the bucket blows up, there's a flash of white light, and then the video just kind of ends. That's it. That's it. There's also apparently like a bucket somewhere here. That's it. I mean, maybe I missed something or other. But yeah, that's like it. That's everything. I mean, maybe I missed some endings, but generally that's it. Just generally speaking. That's all there is. I don't really get it, honestly. I wanna, but I don't. Not quite. It just doesn't quite make sense to me. What am I supposed to take from this? If there's really nothing else, what am I supposed to take from this? I'm gonna look up another thing. Yeah. That is it. I felt like there was gonna be some sort of grand conclusion. It was gonna tell me something, like what it all meant. I suppose that was stupid to expect, huh? I mean, why would it? Don't know why I expected something like that, but I did. This was a good game, though. I definitely understand some of it, like what it's meant to express, and like how the people who made it, how they felt about certain things. But beyond that, I can't find much more out of it within the story of the fiction of it, you know? Can't really think of anything else it could be. I don't know, I can't think of anything. There's nothing more I can think of.